Okay, hi everyone. We are live. Welcome to our live event with our very own President Reshef. Hi Shai, how are you today?
Hi, Jessica. I'm very good and excited today.
Wow, yes, we're so happy. We're so happy to be here with you today. I love our live events. They're really great. So to all our students, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're an applicant, thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate you being here today. This is a very special live event, not only because we are interviewing Shai, but because we're going to talk a lot about our achievements over the last year at University of the People. It was a very exciting year. So to all our viewers, why don't you guys comment below and let us know what you're studying, where you're from. We really love bringing our students online to Facebook to have a sense of community. I think University of the People does a really great job with that. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to our very own President Shai Reshef. Hello, Shai. You take it from here.
Thank you. I'm. Thank you, Jessica, and thank you everyone that is joining us now. It's a very special day today for us because we're starting today our new academic year, and today is the first day of our 2022 academic year, starting today. And the great news is that we are starting with over 100,000 students. We can't be happier than opening the gates of higher education to so many students. 100,000 students is definitely a big number of students, and nothing can make us happier than opening the gates so wide. We're doing it because there are so many people. UNESCO stated that in 2025 there will be 100 million students who need higher education and will not have seats in the existing universities. Many cannot afford it for financial reasons, other for political reasons. Refugees will be the best example, so undocumented in the US, many for cultural reasons. Women in some countries are excluded from higher education and from any and many other personal reasons. And for all these people, we use the internet to bring the education to them, to showing that higher education can be accessible and affordable to all. And the more we grow, it just shows that higher education indeed can be accessible and affordable to all with the right quality. And we are accredited university with high quality, with people who support us from all over the world, with partnership with great universities, with professors from and presidents from great universities. So we're doing great, and we can't be happier than changing the world of higher education, make it more accessible to all the people who deserve higher education and cannot do it if it's not for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So this will be our biggest intake to a new term ever. So that's super exciting. I just want to reiterate that point. So Shai, it's a new year at University of the People. So let's take a look back at some of the accomplishments that we achieved over the last year. I'll let you take it from here.
Well, I think that I would start with the recent one. Following the earthquake in Haiti, we committed to give another 250 scholarships for survivors of the earthquake. And I don't know how many of you know, but following the earthquake in 2010, we committed to take 250 students in Haiti and give them full scholarship, which obviously we did. We built centers for them, and we make sure that they will study with us. We feel commitment toward Haiti. Actually, our first student who transferred from your people to NYU Abu Dhabi is a survivor of the earthquake in Haiti. So not only that we helped them, at least one of them went all the way to continue his studies with NYU Abu Dhabi. He's already obviously graduated, a great student. But we decided that we have to offer another scholarship. Following the Taliban taking over of Afghanistan and the risk for human rights in general, and for women in particular, to be able to continue their studies at all, and in universities in particular, we decided to offer 1,000 scholarships to Afghan women to be able to study with us. The beauty about studying with your people is that you can study from anywhere you are. You can stay at home. You don't need to step foot outside of your home. You can study anytime, anywhere. And if you're not allowed to go outside and study, or your school is being closed, you can do it for your own home. And we are very happy to help Afghan women. We believe that they deserve this opportunity, and we are very too happy to offer them that. Maybe I would also talking about things that happened in the last year, and last year was an exciting year for us. We introduce new partnership with new universities. We have a collaboration with Harvard Business School online, whereas our students are able to take 3 courses at Harvard Business School online. Not only that, when they come back to your people, they can transfer and get credit for these courses, they get a certificate for the job market. So our graduates go to the job market with your people degree and the Harvard certificate. We have an agreement with McGill of Montreal, Canada, agreement where our associate degree graduates from all over the world can transfer to McGill to complete their studies, which is open to everyone, but especially for refugees. We have an agreement, with Long Island University, whereas our associate degree graduate can complete their bachelor degree there. And this is especially for students who study with us but want to continue with degrees that we don't offer. For example, people who study with us health science but want to go to become nurses. Well, they can transfer to LIU and complete their degrees. And last but not least, we have an agreement with Ifat University of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, that is open for women who would like to complete their degrees on ground with Ifat University, and graduate students, men and women, who wants to continue their studies with Ifat. So a lot of things. I would just say, I think the last thing, and there are more things, and maybe I don't know how much you want me to go into all the details, but I would just say that I think that last year, probably the most important thing is you people proved that online is not only on the margin. For years, people look at us and said, well, you people is something on the side. It's not the real thing. Now everyone closed down and moved to replicate your people model. We became the mainstream, but with one difference. We have the experience. We know how to do it. We know how to do it right. And moreover, when you look at what happened to students, a lot of students afraid to go to traditional universities and coming to us. And a lot of students realize and discover the beauty of online, the flexibility, the ability to study anytime, anywhere, at your own pace. And they are moving online. 75 of the students in the US say that they will continue studying online. And by the way, surprise, 75% of the employers say that they will hire people who studied online. So we became the real thing, and we can't be happier from that. I guess that COVID is one of the reasons that we continue this growth, and we have over 100,000 students this year. People feel that we are the right choice between the flexibility, accessibility, and um, the quality that we offer our students. So it was a great year for us, and we are continuing.
Great. And one more question about these partnerships. How long were they in the making, and what was it about these institutions that were so special, and the right fit for University of the People?
Well, usually agreement take years to sign because it doesn't work without talking about it, finding the mutual interest and why we're doing it, and then checking each other. And if they want to accept our associate degree and let our students continue their studies, they need to check our quality and make sure that our students come with the right quality education before they accept them. So it takes a long way. Each university is slightly different than the other, and the agreements are different. But I think that most of the common thing to all of them is the diversity that we offer, the amazing students that we have. And these days, university want the kind of students that we have, and we have students for many. There was no opportunity and there was no alternative. We were the only alternative, but they're amazing. So they come to us and they excel, and then the other university wants them. So for them, it's actually we are a great funnel for amazing students. And who doesn't want great students? And who doesn't want amazing students that are diverse, coming from different background, different ethnicity, different, just different kind of students, and they are all open to them. So that's basically what stands behind these agreements.
Okay, great. Yes, very exciting partnerships that we had this year. Another exciting, series of announcements we had over the last year was our 9 certificate launches. So that was another UO People First. So we had, I'll say the certificates. There's a lot. We had a certificate in public health and health services, a certificate in marketing, accounting, finance, strategy, epidemiology,
Theology.
say that word, behavioral health, human biology, and entrepreneurship. That's 9. That's a lot of that's a lot of certificates.
Thank you. I wasn't sure that I'll remember all the names by heart.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. No, I think that, and thank you for mentioning it because it's extremely important. We want everyone to be a student of us and develop themselves because we believe that getting a higher education open your mind, make you a great thinker, teach you how to evaluate things that you hear, be a well-rounded individuals and be open to other cultures. But not everyone can afford the time. Even if you want to study, maybe you cannot do it. So we said, okay, let's take a few courses and divide and make a series of certificates, each one in a different field. Each one can be completed in 5 months, which means in 2 terms. Our terms are 10 weeks long, in 2 terms, and get a certificate for the job market. So this is an amazing opportunity for people who are not necessarily our students, but still need to get it from us. We are very happy. We actually open it for the first time this term, and we already have huge demand for them. And these people after 5 months will be better equipped for the job market. And if they want later on to come to us, obviously they are welcome to come to us when they have the time and it's the right time for them to do so. So we decided that we want actually, we are there for the people who need us. University of the People, its right for existence is our students. And we are to serve our students, and we are to serve those who would like to be our students but can't necessarily make it while they are qualified, they cannot make it for other reasons. And if we can offer them a solution that will fit their needs, that's what we are and that's what we're doing. So we are very excited about this opportunity, and thank you for mentioning it. Yeah.
Thank you for the explanation. So, in addition, we were also the first American university to offer a bachelor's degree in Arabic. So, that is in addition to our associate's degrees that we already offered.
Indeed. So 2 years prior to to the last year, we were approached by 125,000 Arabs, mainly Syrian refugees, who approached us but could not make it because of the language. And we decided that we are going to enable them to study with us by offering your people in Arabic. And we developed a program, business administration. At the beginning, associate degree started exactly a year ago, which we had last term, 5,000 students. And starting today, we're already offering a full BA in Arabic. The idea is to offer the Arab students who cannot make it in English to come and study with us. We open it first and foremost for refugees, and it started by so many Syrian refugees who knocked on our door and needed these services, and for them we decided to develop a program in Arabic. It's a division with your people that is fully run in Arabic, fully accredited, business administration. We started with associate degree. We also offer them ESL, English as a second language. So while they're studying in Arabic, after 2 years, they are able to master the English language and hopefully transfer to become part of our global community and complete this degree with the rest of the world. However, if they cannot make it, now we offer them a full BA in Arabic. We are very proud. By now, we have over 9,000, almost close to 10,000 students who are studying in Arabic, all this in 1 year. And we can't be happier that we enable so many students to study with us. Yeah.
Thank you, Shai. So I'm just going to shift it a bit. And I want to ask you, if there's an update on where we are at right now with WASC, and if you could explain also our candidacy and what exactly this means.
Right. So that's another new thing that happened this year. That was an amazing year. Obviously, you see, we're just starting to explore everything that happened in the last year. And so just to start and say, we are accredited by the DEAC, Distance Education Accreditation Commission, and they accredit us starting from 2014. So we are accredited by the DAC, but we have decided, following requests from students and others, to pursue another accreditation by WASC. We applied for accreditation. The first step was eligibility. We were determined to be eligible to pursue accreditation. And the next step, the following step, was that we were determined candidate. We received candidacy. That's one step before being fully accredited. Candidacy is a step where you, in the next 5 years, you are pursuing, within the next 5 years, you are pursuing the full process of accreditation, and we are there, and we are continuing working on it. But as I said, we are accredited and very happy of being accredited by the DAC. And by the way, for those who want to watch, soon we will have and I have in discussion with Leah Mathews, the president of the DAC, which we will announce shortly. I mean, in a few days.
Okay, well, stay tuned, everybody. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, so just a few more questions. So you mentioned that we have 100,000 students starting with us next term, or this term, we're today, which is very exciting. Maybe you could let us know why we saw this increase. How are we prepared to handle the increase? And what does this mean for the future of University of the People?
Well, last year we saw the numbers growing, and the numbers grew. I mentioned earlier, partially because of COVID-19, a lot of people feel that we are the best opportunity, both because online became more legitimate and they learn how powerful it is, both because many students, either their schools were closed or they were afraid to go back to school and said, I want to stay home and study online. And many others were people who lost their job and they felt I need either to complete my degree. There are 31 million Americans who started higher education and never completed it. Many of them are now feeling, well, I need to complete my degree or change careers, and they come to us in order uh, to have another degree. So this was part of it. Moreover, I think that more, as we grow, more and more people, the word is out there, more people talking about us, more people experience our quality, more people look and see who is behind us, both in terms of our president's council, which are the presidents of the best universities of the world, which leads us academically. They see who our provost is, who are the people that are behind the university, who are the universities that partner with us that we mentioned, where our graduate work, and our graduate work in Amazon, Google, IBM, Microsoft, just name it. How many of our graduates continue to graduate school? So they see the quality and they feel this is the right opportunity. As I mentioned before, we are there to show that higher education can be accessible and affordable to all with the right quality. And because of that, more and more people coming to us. So we saw it's coming. It was slightly more than we expected, I have to admit. It was, you know, but we prepare ourselves, and prepare ourselves goes to every dimension of the university. Because we are growing, and because it's not the first year that we are growing, large part of our time is devoted to managing the growth. Managing the growth is to think, what do we need when we will be twice or three times bigger? How many instructors do we need? How do we need to train them? Where do we get them? How many faculty do we need, as I mentioned? How many employees do we need? How many new programs do we need, and what happened to the quality of the program? So we look at every dimension of the university. Technology, how can we ensure that the technology will function? How do we make the technology better to serve better our students and save us cost and human resources and still give a better quality? So we look at all these elements and work on them and prepare ourselves. So when it's happening, we are ready for it. And we started, as we just mentioned, with 100,000 students, amazing number. We opened the gates to so many students, and we did it being ready for it. And I have to say, the university was not started in order to help me. I'm a volunteer. And Jessica, it was not even created to help you. It was created to help to help the students who need our services. And I can't be happier than opening the gates and giving opportunities for so many students. And we are a mission-driven university. We are not for profit. We don't have any other agenda but opening the gates to more students and giving them quality education, and that's what we do 24 hours a day. And we're doing a good job, apparently. You ask me about the future, it's the same answer. We are now looking ahead and saying what is going to happen in the future and how are we going to be ready for it. Yes, exactly that. Because the 100 students just means that there will be more to come in the future. So we need to get ready for them.
Okay, well, we are ready. Um, one last question. I promise.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready? It's a great question, actually. So the question is, what tips do you have for our students who are starting the new term?
Eh, it is a good question. I think that we are all human beings. And as human beings, we encounter difficulties along the way. It's true in life, everywhere, whatever we do, but it's definitely so when you study in a university, but even more so when you study in online university, because you are by yourself. Now, it is true that you study with your peers and you are in a small class with 20 to 30 students, and you have your instructors and you have your program advisors, all of them trying to help you. But eventually, it is up to you every evening after work, after you put your kids asleep or whatever your circumstances is, to go and have the motivation and the discipline to study. It's hard. And to do it again and again and again for years. This is extremely hard. We tend to give up. Sometimes we say, well, I need to take a break. Let me promise you, we know because we have so many students, when you take a break, you're less likely to go back because it's so hard to study. You take a break, you lose the momentum, you don't come back. In many cases, things getting hard and you said, I'm giving up. Whether it is a bad grade that you got once, or maybe the assessment your peer gave you assessment that you don't like. Maybe the technology didn't work for you. Maybe the instructor was not your cup of tea, whatever. And then you said, nah, I'm giving up. Believe me, you will regret if you give up. I'm getting so many emails of students who study with us, gave us, and then they send me an email and beg us to come back. Don't be there. You come for a reason. You came to us because you want a better future, and you know that the degree is your key to a better future. So don't give up. Don't give up. Continue and succeed no matter what. Ask for help. Ask your peers for help. Ask your instructors for help. Ask your program advisor for help. Your program advisor is there for that very reason. But don't give up. And even if things are a little bit difficult, continue. Eventually, you will be so happy that you complete the degree and you made it. And you know what? I just wish, if you're a student of mine, that you will be one of those who sent me an email when you graduate and said, thank you, President Reshef, that I took your advice and I completed a degree. So stick to it. It is your future. We are here to help you. We are here to make it happening for you. And just do your part and it will happen. Thank you.
All right, amazing advice. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shai. We really appreciate it. Very motivational. So those are all the questions we have for today. I just wanted to plug your UO People Conversation series. I believe the next one will go live on August 3rd. I'm sorry, we're done with August. September 30th. Wow, time is just flying. Is it just me? Um, on September 30th, there will be another UO People conversation series. So stay tuned. No, please go ahead.
No, go
No,
ahead.
no, no. No, go ahead, Shay.
No. Thank you for everything. What can I
Oh,
say?
okay. I thought you wanted to say something about the conversation
No,
series. So, anyways,
I think I think that the conversation series is very interesting because I'm interviewing leaders in higher education. I mentioned the president of the DAC, but our presidents and deans, and it's give perspective, first of all, about their careers and what they did, but also about their perception of higher education and of your people and their advice, which is not necessarily the same as mine. So I think it's very interesting. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, these conversation series are super interesting. You can catch them on YouTube. Also, make sure you're following our social media so you can stay up to date as to when they are happening because we do announce them. So that is all I've got for today. I think this is a really special live event. I always love our live events, Shai, but especially the ones that are the start of the new academic year. I think they're really important to bring everyone together. And like I said earlier, bring, our 100,000 students online and create that sense of community. I think University of the People does a really good job with that because connection is so important, especially in these times. So that's all we've got. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below. You can contact us on social media. You can contact your program advisor. Whoever it is, we're here to help you. And I just want to wish everyone all the best of luck in this term. I know you'll do amazing. And if you have any questions, you can reach out. So that's all we got. So thank you so much, Shai.
Thank you, Jessica, and thank you all for being with us. And see you in the next live event or next year live event. Thank you so much, and thank you,
All right.
Jessica.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Have a great
Bye.
day.